Holland's framework categorizes people into one of 6 different personality typologies. These personalities being either realistic, investigative, artistic, social, enterprising, or conventional. Holland sees that by identifying your personal vocational preference and matching these characteristics within your personality to a coinciding working environment is beneficial and increases job satisfaction and continuity of careers. Using Holland's framework and my independent evaluation of my own personality, I believe I fall under the social personality typology. From my perspective, I have always succeeded in activities involving and interacting with others rather than attempting anything alone. I am someone who craves social interaction, not only involving recreational activities, but in a professional setting as well, to overcome challenges and produce a sufficient output. I have a deep care for others where their emotions affect mine, where I've grown a desire to help but also accept help. I see a problem shared as being a problem halved. My family and my friends have always told me that my reaction to a distressing situation, whether that's one's health or general life issues, is always taken with an empathetic and nurturing approach. The characteristics expressed from both my own perspective and the perspectives expressed by those closest to me fit the criteria communicated by Holland's social personality type, where words such as empathetic, patient, and helpful are congruent.
When determining what personal vocational preferences I possess, I found myself struggling to determine if I fell into a personality type of conventional worker or enterprising worker. This was due to struggling to determine what real attributes I had over what I wanted. Examining personality typology, one of the attributes of an enterprising worker was to persuade, manipulate, or direct others. Seeing myself fit these shoes, it was hard to determine whether this was one of my real attributes or one of the attributes I wanted. Asking friends and family what they saw in me, it was mentioned that I like to keep schedules. This being said, the attributes of a conventional worker would seem more appropriate in these circumstances, as their occupations revolve around establishing and maintaining orderly routine. Something I value highly is to recognize myself having some form of financial accomplishment within my workplace. In simple terms, I value the satisfaction of accomplishing when I have achieved what I've originally set out to do. I imagine myself as an energetic thinker who looks for different ways of approaching an idea and likes to think outside the box. I also don't function well with anything scientific and do tend to stay well away from that area altogether. However, friends and family have noticed over the years I keep to my schedule and I tend not to diverse from my routine. I'm very good at my individual skills and use them as an advantage in a work environment.
Based on Holland's theory, I believe that I associate with the enterprising personality the most. I am currently a part-time supervisor at a retail shop and have had many past leadership roles, such as being a prefect in high school. These are reflections of my vocational preference. With my line of work and past school experiences, I tend to be known as the leader. Personally, I have a strong desire to lead and influence others. Having been a prefect in the past, I also organized many school activities. During these activities, I do not hesitate to volunteer myself as host. My family and friends describe me as a person always with a smile, full of energy, and outgoing. These attributes are the reasons why my vocational preference is the enterprising type.
I am Lupe, and my chosen vocation personality in Holland's framework is the social type along with enterprising. To start with, I'm a very socially active person. I like to be helpful and being around people. Some key skills involve such as good communication, being helpful, and being friendly. In high school, I've been a part of multiple groups like Salmon and Japanese dance groups. I've also worked as a sales assistant and I learned the importance of customer relations. Also became a youth member at church. I also believe I fit under the enterprising type because I love to meet new people and enjoy encouraging others to strive for success. Back in my school days, I was a peer support leader and the class captain for one of my classes, and also done some volunteer works around uni. My friends and family know me as the caring, helpful and great organizer, as I always plan ahead to minimize any problems that may occur. Therefore, with my skill set, I believe I can see a future for myself as a social worker or some type of management position.
There are three main challenges to face in the college to work transition. When making this transition, a large challenge for former students to overcome is the undeniable change in culture between the two environments. College, as we all know, is very structured, where feedback is given to us constantly, letting us know what we are doing well and what improvements are needed. Along with this, we are solely focused on our independent success and gains and can isolate ourselves to accomplish our own goals. The working environment is the polar opposite to this, as we aim to reach goals as a team of diverse ages and cultures, and the feedback and outlined objectives become much less as you become a service to the business. This difference is clearly a shock to the system for new graduates and therefore a challenge to overcome. A simple yet effective strategy that students should adopt within this transition is keeping a journal where you write your own objectives for any given tasks. Along with this, keeping record of your personal goals that will be of benefit to the team environment and further the business's success. This is beneficial as it reflects the college system and adds some structure to retain a smoother transition.
The second challenge that most undergraduates experience during the transition from university to their first job is lack of experience and skills. Having a degree does not mean you will get a job straight after university. Most employees are not just looking at what degree you have, however you must have some experience and skills to bring to the job. Because as Steven stated, that at least 10% of the 74 employers surveyed were satisfied with the communication skills of university's graduates, which is not a good result. Therefore, to overcome this challenge, each university student should at least attempt to get a part-time job, apply for internships, or try volunteer work within the community or in the industry they desire to enter. By achieving this, it will allow them to develop strong communication skills and build a confidence that entices potential employees to take a chance on you. There are many university students facing this challenge, especially the ones who are enrolled full-time at their university. Not having a part-time job means graduates will be unable to build and develop the necessary experience potential employers seek.
The final problem that students face when transitioning from university to work are inflated expectations. Students anticipate more responsibility and regular feedback. This can differ with the reality in the workplace, as it can be more of a routine where people are restricted in what they can do. As a result, students tend to have unrealistic expectations of the workplace. New graduates tend to be disappointed with the reality of working, which decreases job satisfaction, motivation, and overall performance. In order to avoid having inflated expectations, students should seek the guidance of a career advisor and ask them on what to expect during their first job. Career advisors could also help students find realistic recruiter information and videos. They can also match students with current employees in order to give them insight on what they actually do in their jobs. Students should also do their own research on jobs that they want to attain, to ensure that they have enough knowledge in what to expect. These strategies can help students transition from university to the workplace as they become more aware of what to actually expect in their jobs. It will help students gain a more accurate perception of their workplace, which will impact positively in job satisfaction and should increase their motivation.